Kenya's smallholder farmers are turning up the heat. This is literally as chili farming rapidly gains traction across the country. With rising demand both locally and globally, chili is emerging as a promising cash crop driven by new seed varieties, expanding market opportunities and growing awareness of its nutritional value. Dennis Otieno brings us this story on this week's Smart Farm.
There's a fiery new trend sweeping across Kenya's agricultural landscape. Chili farming is taking root among smallholder farmers, spurred by surging demand both at home and abroad. At this demonstration site in Kandara, Murang'a County, the Kenya Agricultural and Livestock Research Organization, KALRO, is showcasing over 10 high-yield chili varieties. These include Bird's Eye, Cayenne, Serrano, and Habanero, each selected for its suitability to different markets and growing conditions. Cayenne chilies are particularly gaining ground. Farmers are drying and processing them into powder, targeting international markets, especially in Asia, where export opportunities are on the rise.
China clearly is investing heavily in Africa, and on some fronts China is investing to grow their own crops for export, but they're also looking at buying raw materials from the growers here. One of the biggest products at the moment which they're buying is chilies. A lot of farmers are going into producing the Cayenne type and drying it on the farm and selling either powdered or flaked product.
But these chilies are more than just hot, they are healthy too. Rich in vitamins A and C, chilies are increasingly appreciated not only for their heat, but also for their health benefits.
When you look at the color of chilies, they're either red, orange, or yellow. That means they're very high in anthocyanins and they're very good immune boosters. So in addition to drinking your ginger and lemon, add a bit of chili in your food.
Seed breeders are responding to market needs with tailored varieties for both fresh consumption and processing. While Bird's Eye and Habanero remain favorites, Serrano and Jalapeno types are gaining popularity for use in sauces and packaged foods. The government too is backing the crop, promoting chili farming as a viable agribusiness, especially in arid and semi-arid regions like Makueni.
Based on the heat, we plant them in different places. We don't want them to be so hot, you go to a cooler place. We want them really hot, you go to a hot place. So we're now, KALRO has been undertaking research for quite a number of years, over 10 years. It's been a bit slow because of insufficient funding, but we have actually 9 lines on the way that we're hoping by next year we'll have them in the national performance trials.
Almost all markets, without exception, are looking for very hot chilies. The hotter the better. People talk about Scoville points, but they're all different and the markets are all different.
Last year alone, Kenya produced more than 10,000 tons of fresh chili and nearly 3,000 tons dried. Much of this goes to the processors and brokers, evidence that chili farming is no longer just a side crop, but a fast-growing, export-oriented agribusiness. Dennis Otieno, Smart Farm.